Yeah, in a second. Yeah, in a second. It's just delayed. It's just delayed.
Okay, the stream is up now, at least. It's up and running. When I send the link, can you please check if they can hear you? Just like talking or stuff.
Yep. Hello, 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 hello. Oh, it is on YouTube. That's good. Yeah, in a second. Yeah, in a second. It's just delayed. It's just delayed. Yeah, they can hear me.
Alright, should be up and running now. Let me check the stream itself. McLaren winning, my friend. Hopefully. There you go. Stream is up now. Are your parents in yet? Hello? Oh, Nighthawk's internet really sucks.
Did he lag out?
Pavel Stanev says, I think Man United Milan is gonna iron. Have you seen his lap times? Yes, I
Is he really
have, but
driving?
yeah, I doubt he can. Cause looking at his lap times, he's nowhere near the top. But yeah, he's pretty good at the game.
What's his lap times?
Like, I think at Bahrain he had a 26.1, and at Austria it was a 3.4 or something. It's not the best, but yeah, it's pretty decent. He has the same Bahrain time as me though, which isn't that good. Are your parents in? Hello?
Right, here we go. Gotta find one.
Are they in yet?
Who?
Your parents?
Yeah, probably. Alright, just focus, focus.
Alright then, here we are.
Coney couldn't join, that means AlphaTauri only have one driver.
Yeah, unlucky for the team. You know, his team boss got very surprised as well. Cause his driver couldn't race, but just how it is, I guess. But here we are,
Yeah.
heading into Q1 around Britain in GWF, and it's gonna be exciting to see who grabs pole in qualifying. Now we're in Q1, so yeah, it's obviously not gonna be pole right away, but still pretty exciting to see everyone's pace.
Only 2 people are gonna go out in Q1 because there's not a full 20, only 17, so
Yeah.
I reckon we'll see a lot of drivers going out on the Inters, just hoping that
Oh, and
2
it's
other
raining,
drivers.
so I think they'll be forced to do that actually. Yeah. As you can see, it's raining. I don't think it's full wets, but it
It's
will be
Inters,
inters.
Inters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as you said, they'll be going out on inters, but this time they'll actually be forced to.
Yeah, I think
Let's
we'll see a
see.
lot of drivers just come up for one lap and then go in because
Yes, definitely.
chances are the front runners will only have to set a slow banker to get through.
Yeah, and we'll probably see some crashes as well, which will make it even easier to go through. So you can see the Mercedes of James Biscuit already going out on the intermediate tire. Oh, he's the first guy to go out? Yes, he is. He will be the first person to go out so far this race. I think we'll follow him on the track here for his out lap, and let's see what he'll do.
Yeah, a lot of drivers on their debut here, a lot on their team debut. Williams have a whole new lineup, and McLaren have two drivers that haven't drove for them before. Obviously, OMTHFC, also known as Ollie, is coming back after getting a season ban after crashing out on purpose in France and Baku, but he'll probably be hoping to prove
Yes,
everyone wrong and have a good result here.
yes. Hopefully he can do that and get a good result here. As you can see, the Alfa Romeo of cars and the and Aston Martin and Alpine and AlphaTauri all going out now. You can see Quillen, who got P3 in the Tier 2 race, also
Hmm.
driving today in Tier 2 and no Tier 1, sorry, and he'll probably be trying to get a good race here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we'll follow James through his Q1 lap here and see what kind of lap times he can set. He'll definitely not be pushing, but it'll still be pretty nice to see. We can see his teammate now, Ham Sandwiches, a Williams Tier 2 driver, now also having headed out of the pits, probably looking to get a good result here today.
Yep.
As James Biscuit is now going through the last. Oh, he had a bit of a moment there, losing the rear. And the wet, probably struggling a bit, probably having chosen a dry setup if the race is dry. But yeah, we can see he's about to start his lap in a very short moment, as he has started his lap now, and I think we'll follow him through this lap and see how he'll do. You can see the Haas in front of him also having headed out of the pits now, as he goes a bit wide there, but nothing too much, you know. Still got a nice time so far. As he is about to head on to the DRS straight around here, the first DRS straight of his lap. Yeah, where he will also
Hmm.
be finishing his first sector, which will be a 30.5. Pretty good lap time, I'd say. Could be faster, but you know it is his first lap, so I don't think anyone is expecting a lot more from him today.
It was the Haas driver, the Alfa Romeo, the Aston Martin. Most cars starting their laps now or coming out of the pits.
Yep,
I think.
exactly.
I'm not sure what a good lap time in the rain is, but obviously Tier 2 was wet yesterday, but that was in the rain, not quali. I mean, in the race, not quali.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we'll see.
You see, there's only what, two drivers staying in the pits now. Three drivers, Mark in the Haas, Ollie in the McLaren, and Skip Buddies in the Ferrari. Probably waiting a bit for the track to clear out. As you can see, Skip Buddies is actually heading out of the pits onto the track. Same with Ollie. So the only person staying in the pits is Mark in the Haas.
Hmm.
Yes, as we can see, James Biscuit about to finish his lap now, going through the last corner. Now as he loses his rear a lot there, probably losing a bit of time, and it's a 38.0. Very good lap by James.
Yeah, he got a bit too fast on the throttle and had a bit of a snap, but
Yeah.
managed to save it and still set decent
Yeah,
lap times too.
exactly. Excuse me for a moment, guys. I have to do something real quick. I'll be back in 2 minutes time.
You see the Haas starting their lap. The Aston Martin setting a 1:38.2. Carlos Romeo going on first place in Q1 with a 1:37.4, 2 tenths almost faster than Q Lane, who then goes P2 in a 1:37.6. T FIFA takes P3, just around a tenth and a half behind him. And yep, as his Mercedes teammate James Biscuit puts himself right next to the other Silver Arrow. Their lap time's not split by much, just 2 thousandths, isn't it? Yeah, it's looking quite close so far, but obviously not everyone's set their laps. Everybody is now out of the pits, no drivers are still in the pits, so everyone's going to be sitting in their laps soon, probably before around the 10-minute mark. As you see, Nighthawk, one of the people probably trying to challenge for this race win in the Williams. just signed for his new team, is probably hoping to have a nice debut race.
Hello again, I am back once again. Had to get a plaster, and yeah, I'm back again. We see a lot of drivers now out. Not even a single person in the pits currently. Every single driver is out on the track. We can see Mark is the only driver who's currently out on his outlap, and everyone is
Oh, the McLaren's
on their
crashed.
in laps. Oof.
Man United Millen's gone off after the DRS straight. Not sure what's going on with him.
Ooh, he'll have to get out of the way here for the Haas driver. Not really sure what he's doing here. Millen lad, you'll have to get out of the way. Not really sure what he's doing there.
Not sure what's going on here, yeah.
Maybe a desync problem, maybe. But yeah, hopefully that does not happen
As
again.
Nighthawk's about to start his lap.
Yes, I think we'll go on board with him actually, cause yeah, it's his new team. It'll be exciting to see how well he does today.
He's probably going to be hoping to challenge for pole here and the race win if he gets not unlucky as he has in the last few races. He's gotten some unlucky crashes and he's probably looking to break that streak.
Yes, exactly. We saw at Austria, of course, he didn't race, but the race before that in France, he had a very unlucky incident with Skip Buddies, another very fast driver, who's actually challenging for the championship. Yeah, but
Get a little
it
snap
was
there.
yes, exactly. Yeah, it's it is in the rain. Most of the drivers have probably chosen a dry setup for the race, so they're having a bit of difficulties here and there. As Babunje asked, didn't Ollie get a season ban? Apparently not. No, the FIA deemed him appropriate to race. As Night Dog has begun his third sector, about to finish his lap very soon here. Getting some slides here and there every corner. He's probably chosen a dry setup, which means he gets way less grip than the others who have chosen wet setups, which I doubt anyone has. But yeah, we see he sets a 37.1. SC FIFA sets a 36.9.
That is a good lap.
1.5 tenths faster than Nighthawk in the Williams. So yeah, very stonking lap by SC FIFA. 3 laps on the intermediate tire, so he'll probably pit now in a minute.
He'll probably retire because I think the top 5, maybe top 7 are probably good enough to see themselves free to Q2, considering only 2 drivers are going out.
Yep. It's only 3 drivers now who have not set their laps, which is Skip Buddies in the Ferrari, Mark in the Haas, and Milan in the McLaren.
Ooh.
So you need to get to set that. As who was that? Who spun? It was Ollie, it seems. Oh no, he's just going slow.
Skip Buddies went off after Magus and Beckett's. I'm not sure if he's on a lap. If he is, he's invalidated it, but
yeah, I
think
doubt
he's
he's
on a
on a
slow
lap.
lap.
Yeah, just a slow lap. I think he's going into the pits. Yes, he is going into the pits. So no, he's not. Okay.
It's interesting. I think he's going to come up for one more lap.
Thing to do. You can see Ollie behind him also into the pits now. You can see Milan is who's that? It's Mark who's kind of racing Quillen here. I'm not really sure what's going on, but yeah, ahead of them we have Nordfan, who is doing a slow lap now. He currently has a 38.6, which is really not ideal, not the best lap. The previous championship winner has 38.6 and a 13th right now. He really needs to step it up and get to setting a better lap. So yeah, he has a lot of pressure on him. He did win the previous season, meaning people are expecting loads of things from him. But yeah, not really sure if he's gonna pit after this or if he'll go for another lap. He is not on low fuel, meaning does have enough fuel for another lap. We can see Owen also behind him on the straight in the Aston Martin. He is a Williams reserve driver, but today he's reserving for Aston Martin. We can see he's not done any laps yet on the current tire he's on. Probably looking to set a a lap after this. As we can see, he's now heading onto the chicane, meaning he has gone past the pit entry. So yeah,
I think
he'll
Josh is
have
going to
to
start
start
his lap
down.
now. I may be wrong, but I think Josh won Britain last season. It
Oh
may
yes,
be
he
Ruben.
did.
Yeah, it was
He got
Josh.
him and Ruben got a 1-2 actually.
For Alpine, but he's now moved
Yes.
to Red Bull. He's not had a bad season. I think he's P2 in the standings after taking a win in Spain, a P2 in
No, I think he's P3
France, and
actually in the standings, cause
who's P2?
no, isn't James P2?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
think James, Nighthawk, Skip Butties, Night's fan. They'll all be looking for at least a
Yep.
podium in this race, and I think one of them will most likely come out on top.
Yes, exactly. You know, Nordstrand, he has a good history around this track. You know, getting a 1-2 with his previous teammate last season, who's probably looking to do that
Oh,
again.
he's
As
had
you
a
can
big
see.
stop there,
Yep.
and that's going to ruin
Ooh.
his lap.
Yeah, barely
Ooh.
saving it there, man. Very unlucky.
Yeah,
Probably the dry setup. He's probably
it's
losing
not
it a
going well for
bit
him.
here and there. Yep. Yep. We see Cars in
Obviously,
third place with a 37.4. Um, seems he's also currently doing a lap now, heading through Maggots and Beckett's now. But yeah, it's gonna be nice to see what kind of laps he can set. Now heading on to the main straight, now finishes his second sector now with a 1:10.5, improving by 1/10. So let's see, as he invalidates, sorry, so he stops his lap actually, he cancels his lap as is it that Tiempo heading past him? No, it's Notch fan.
I'm
But
not
yeah,
sure if he.
huh?
Yeah, if
Yeah.
Nightfang comes into the pits, he's gonna probably put on one new set of inters and then go out just to hopefully set a quicker lap. Cause
Yeah, probably. We see Man United Milan also heading on out on a new tire. He's not doing that well right now. He has not set a lap yet, so I think what Milan should get to doing is instead of pushing so hard, he should maybe just set a lap. We see his
yeah, I
teammate
think
also ahead of him in 14th place with a 39.2. Not the best either.
yeah, Skip, but he's gonna start his lap now as he crosses the line, coming into the first corner. You usually want to take this flat, but I think in the rain you may have to lift a tiny bit.
Yes, as he
Mm.
invalidates his lap actually in the first corner,
Ooh,
so
this is not
yes, he
going well
lets
for
go.
him.
Yes, he has not set a lap yet. He still has 4.5 minutes to do it. Does he have enough fuel for that? I think he does. As you can see, Man United Milan setting his first lap with a 2:09.9. Probably not an ideal lap, but yeah, he's gone on to set a new lap here again. Oh,
Oh,
he's
he's rammed
really
again.
losing it here. He's really losing it.
This is not
Um,
going well for him in the
yes, as
rain.
he invalidates his lap as well. Very unlucky.
Yeah, obviously we don't know, but the drivers will know whether the race is wet or not, and whether the next qualifying sessions are dry or wet, because they'll get told when they're in the garage.
Yep. Can you actually ask a driver for the weather forecast
Yeah,
if
I will.
you can do that? Yes, thank you very much. As you can see, FIFA also now having invalidated his lap, very unlucky, but he doesn't really need to improve either way, so I don't really think it makes too much of a difference. You can see James Biscuit also trying to improve on his lap, only half a tenth behind, only 3 hundredths behind FIFA actually, so he's probably looking to get P1 to see if he can beat FIFA. He's done 4 laps on his current intermediate tire though, so they are a bit worn out, but you know it is the intermediate tire, so it doesn't make too much of a difference. You know wear, you don't get too much wear on those tires.
Yeah, I think it may be dry in Q2 because I think if it was wet, they most likely wouldn't come out for another lap. They maybe want to save those tires for next laps,
Mm,
but I may be wrong.
yeah, maybe, who knows?
And drivers starting to retire now. Blitzu Fishy in P8, Ham Sandwiches P12, and ooh, Ollie in P15 thinks he's not going to go out and he's retired. Or maybe he just couldn't set another lap, but I think Skip Buddies is most likely going to improve on his lap now, so he may be out in Q1.
Yeah, as you can see, Skipper is now going through cops now. It may be a decent problem as well, actually. Ollie thinking that quali is over, but who knows? Could be everything. We can see Skipper is now heading on to the last straight of his lap, just finishing it in his second sector with a 109.3, I think, which is the fastest second sector of qualifying one.
Because he doesn't need to go too fast. He doesn't need to set the fastest lap in Q1. He just needs to set a lap that's going to get him through. But I think it looks like he's going to go first anyway.
Yep. Because he's heading through the last corner now, and it is a 1:36.0.
Wow, that is a good lap.
Oh, that is an amazing lap. Not really sure if he's chosen a wet setup. But that is an amazing lap. Yeah, there's now 1 minute left of qualifying, so we're honestly just waiting for the last couple of drivers to finish their laps, and yeah, you can see Skip Buddies does retire on track, which I don't think is allowed, but let's move on. We can see Mark also trying to improve a bit, because he's probably scared that Marlon will improve. Because if Norge and Marlon does improve, then he'll be out.
Unless if Man United Milan can improve, I think it's going to be a double McLaren going out, which obviously isn't ideal, but there's still the race to come.
Yep, very unlucky for the two McLarens, and you've got to feel bad for the McLaren team bus, because you know McLaren have had such a good season so far until the last couple of races where they've just gone downhill, you know. So very unlucky. See, Mark gets the fastest second sector. I don't think that is true. Probably just a game bug, because we did see that that Skip Buddy's got a faster second sector. But
he was in the 109s.
Yep. But we can see Mark is about to finish his lap very soon. We can see Quillen going out of the way in the AlphaTauri. So yeah, here we have it. He's on low fuel mode now. Won't really do much, but yeah, he puts a P5 with a 1:37.0, very close to fourth and third place. We can see also the Williams driver having put it in P2. Toxic Jesuit just having moved to Williams, and he is putting it on second place in Q1. As you can see, Q1 is now over. We're just waiting for the last couple of drivers on track to go over to the line. Or yeah, pit, who knows. As you can see, James Biscuit now waiting up.
Yep, I think the McLaren driver's about to cross the line, but he's already in the 140, so it's not going to do anything. So lucky for Josh there, he was quite close to going out, quite surprising to us. Maybe he's not done much wet practice, or he's struggling in the wet, but he's got to hope that the next qualifyings go better.
Yep. But I doubt Q2 will be dry, because like it's right after each other. So I think the whole qualifying will be wet. Maybe in Q3 we'll have some track improvement. Yeah, maybe in Q3 we'll experience the track drying up a bit at the end, so drivers can get to setting laps on the dry tires, the slick tires. But yeah, you can see Toxic Jesu also having retired in the pits now. So yeah. As XY Gamer says, it'll dry by the end of Q2 so probably. Yes,
the race is dry, and the other Q2 and Q3 are said to be wet, but it can still dry up, obviously, because drivers will.
You know, I doubt we'll get a dry track in Q2. You know, well, how long is Q2 again? 15 minutes. Yes.
15 minutes. I think it's 18, 15, 12.
Yes, 18, 15, 12, you were right. So yeah, it's 15 minutes, so maybe the end of Q2 will get maybe some improvement, but at the same time I kind of doubt it'll be that much. But yes, we can see that Skip Buddies has put a P1 with a 36.0, 6 tenths ahead of second place, so that is a big gap.
P2 to P6 is P2 to P7 in fact is very close together. But
Yes, very.
I think if it stays where it looks like
You
Skip
might
Button's
as
gonna get.
well you might as well include P8, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, we can see the rest of the grid are quite far away from them. Very unlucky to see Ham Sandwiches and Nordtrend do so bad. As we know, Ham Sandwiches did very well yesterday in Tier 2, and you know, Josh is very good in the around this track, so it's unlucky to see them
Yep.
struggle. But yeah, here we are heading on to qualifying 2 in at Britain.
Oh, is it dry?
Yes. Oh, nah, no. The rain is still there, but
It's definitely drier than what Q3 was though. I
yes,
mean
but I
Q1.
think it's still dripping a bit. You know, you can see the
Mhm.
raindrops falling still. But yes,
Yep.
it's definitely better. So yeah, like XY Gamer said, at the end of Q2, we'll probably have a drier
Yep.
track. We can see James Biscuit already going out now. Not really sure anyone else is, but yeah, he's the only one going out currently. It seems. Yes, he is. Oh yeah, I think we'll just follow him like we did
Yep. The
in
Alpine
Q1.
driver coming out behind him.
Yes, Will Too Fishy,
Gets a purple.
previous Tier 2 driver also going out. Now we can see, who's that? A Haas going out, I think, and Nordfan
Yeah,
going out as
Williams
well.
can. Mhm.
Yep. I think we'll follow James Biscuit here, or maybe some of the other drivers. Yeah, we'll see. We can. Oh, they're going out on the soft
They're
tire.
on the
Some of them.
softs. Ooh. Is it
Yes.
dry?
No, maybe a couple seconds faster the slick, but I'm not sure because we do have some drivers going out on the inter. We have the Williams
Yeah.
driver going out on the inters, for
I think this
example.
is all about their strategy right now. I think if there's already drivers going out on the softs, I think by the end we'll have at
Yep,
least a few minutes to maybe set a dry lap. But
yep. Well, I think the only drivers who have gone out on the soft tire, no, sorry, intermediate tire, is the Williams driver, Nighthawk. He's the only driver to out on this inters. Not really sure if that was the right choice. Looking at the track, there's no puddles. It just seems the track is kind of moist, so I don't think the enters will be faster. Who knows?
yeah, I'm quite surprised that Norwich fan or Josh has gone out on the mediums because obviously everybody wants to start on the mediums as it's the better strategy to do. But considering he only just made it into Q2, I'm not sure if he's going to make it through on those mediums, but maybe he will. We'll see.
Yeah, I doubt it, because he won't have much grip on those tires either. You know, although it is drying up, that doesn't mean that the track is fully dry yet. I'm not sure if that was the right choice by Norwich fan. You know, he even struggled to get into Q2, so him
Hmm.
doing this, I don't think it's the right choice. But who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, he was almost like 2.5 seconds off the pole lap, so
Yep,
that was quite surprising.
yep. You can see.
Nighthawk starts his lap
Yep,
on the
Nighthawk
intermediates.
starts his lap on the
I reckon
intermediate.
he
I
might be
think,
sliding a bit.
yeah, I think we'll be following him as there's rain falling down again now. Pretty weird. It
He
seems
doesn't seem to be struggling.
no, not at all. We just saw some rain fall down.
Hmm.
Not really sure if that's just a game bug or we'll get some rain again. But yeah, I think we'll follow him through this lap now since James Biscuit has invalidated it. I think he slid a bit at the first corner as he gets fast as Sector 1. Well, he's the only driver to have set a Sector 1, which explains it very well. He's going very slow through that corner now. I think he struggled a bit with the throttle application there.
Oh,
I'm not
and James Biscuit's come off.
I'm not sure it's worth it to set this lap for him. Might be better to just as you can see, Tiembo has also went out at not Magazine Bigger. The first corner, Tiembo has spun out. Does he have wing damage? Doesn't seem so. No, he does not. Now back to Nighthawk as Nighthawk has spun after Magazine Beckett. It's very
Oh,
unlucky for the Williams driver. The Williams driver has broken his wing off, meaning he'll probably pit now onto the slick tire. Luckily, this happened at the start of Q2, so he'll still have loads of time to make up for it, but that's very unlucky. We can see Vilsufishi being the first driver to set their laps with a 1:36.7. That's loads of track improvement. I think the slick is the fast tire, because Vilsufishi is setting those laps on the slick tire, meaning yeah, it is faster than the Inters, but yeah.
I'm not sure if Nighthawk's fun because of his tyre choice, so he just did make a mistake, but I think we're going to see him coming out on the softs next, or the mediums, whatever he chooses.
Yep, 100%. I think we'll follow James a bit here, cause yeah, he started his first lap now.
And Josh has just started his lap as well on those mediums.
As James Biscuit has spun at Cops turn 9. I think he hit the curbs a bit too much then.
Well, in the 120s, it's definitely drying up.
Yes, 100%.
128, 129, yeah,
Yes.
I think this is definitely going to be the softs.
Yeah, I think the track is still a bit moist, maybe. Probably struggling a bit with grip, but it's the slick is definitely the tire to go on now, as Ruben does say.
If it's a fully tried jack, I think the pole lap or the first place lap will be at least in the 127s and most likely in the 126s.
Yep.
Yep, just 4 drivers in the pits now.
Yeah, I think
Ruben,
they're yeah, I think those drivers are waiting for some track improvement, because that's what Ruben is doing, at least. That's what he said in the comments. It's really not the time to go out right now, because yeah, there's not the track isn't at its best state, so he's just waiting for the track to improve so he can set a proper lap. You see Nordtran having set his first lap so far with a 1:28.4, only 1/10 away from Jamie Dodger, sorry, who's on the soft tire. So that was a very bad lap by Jamie and a good lap by Norge.
And we're in the 127s as Owen J. Wilson goes 127.9, so and the track's drying up quickly, and it's going to be an interesting last few minutes because everybody is going to be coming out for a lap.
You can see Mark also, trying to set his laps now. He's heading through Maggots and Beckett's as we speak now, going over the DRS section zone right there. Going down to 4th gear for that corner. Not really sure if that's worth it, but yeah. We see there is a Red Bull in front of him, giving him a toe. That is Nordtran giving Mark a toe. Maybe
Skip
went out of the way a bit too late.
First place. That's a great lap from him. He says he doesn't like Britain, but clearly right now he's one of the quickest, if not the quickest on the grid. So
yes, 100%.
Q-Lane has gone round after just setting his lap.
Yep, Coolin has gone around there.
And also Skip Butty's on the soft tyre, so he's not looking to start on the mediums, even though I think on the mediums he could have easily got through. Clearly his strategy, he wants to start on the soft.
Yep. We can see a lot of drivers have gone into the pits now, having set their laps. T FIFA also having set his lap. The Ferrari driver, one of the quickest in Q1, has set a 28.2 on the medium tire, which explains his kind of poor pace compared to the soft runners. Behind him as well, we have Samson, which is Williams Tier 2 driver, having now set his lap, and that puts him P4 with a 27.8. Oh, and he binned it there. Oh, after the first corner, but it doesn't really matter actually, because he has.
I was about to say Skip Butties is going to retire. He's just retired now. Yep. That lap is easily going to see him through.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, we have James Biscuit as well setting his lap now, so don't see why not to follow him. Yeah, I think
Hmm.
we'll do that.
And still 4 drivers having not set a lap. Tiempo just coming out of the pits now, because
Yep.
obviously it's quite risky to leave your lap this late. Because if you do mess up, if you do like mess up on one of your laps, if you do spin, then you could be out. Because I mean, these 4 drivers that haven't set laps, they're all expected to get into Q3.
Yep. Sorry, I've just gotten a message on Discord, so give me a second. Let me check that. But yeah, you're very right in that. Yeah, a lot of drivers still in the pits
Nighthawk.
now. We have Toxic Sweet just going out now. He is P15, so yeah, let's just follow him, because why not? I'm also very excited to see how well he
Yep.
does today. Um,
Mm.
so yeah, he has started his lap, so this is his hot lap. Who loses it a bit there, having to correct it. But yes, heading on to Cops now, turn 9. Very dangerous corner to do a complete overtakes, and we saw that this year at
Yep.
Britain between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. Heading through Cops now, getting that very nicely, getting a bit of understeer there. But yeah, heading on to the second DRS straight now, getting a faster sector 2. Not really sure if he actually did that or if just a game glitching, because it sometimes does do that. He's now heading on to the chicane, about to finish his lap very soon. Heading through the last couple of corners, heading through the last corner now, and he's about to finish his lap. What will it be? It is a 1:27.4, which puts him P4 ahead of some soft runners. That's
Hmm.
a very good lap by Toxic G3.
Yeah, I think Toxic J3 and Nighthawk, they're on the mediums and they're only like 3 or 4 tenths off the soft runners, so I'm not quite sure how much slower the mediums are, but they're definitely a decent bit slower, so I think in Q3 they could definitely challenge for the pole on the softs.
Yep.
Tiempo on his lap now, I think he's going to do this lap, then most likely one more if it's not a good lap, but he
Yep.
saved his lap till now.
Yeah. He has like 3 laps, no, 2 laps in his pocket, so doesn't need to worry too much. He can set another 2 laps after this one. But yeah, he's heading on to I wouldn't really call this a straight. I don't know. But yeah, he's going through Cops now, taking it flat out very nicely. Is he on low fuel? No, he isn't. I'm not really sure how he did that so smoothly. Now getting through Mackids and Beckett's now, losing a bit of time there though. Didn't really take it as fast as you can. But yeah, he's about to break for wasn't really what corner is this? Turn 14, 15? I don't know.
Hmm.
15 or 16, I think. But yeah, he's now breaking for the chicane here.
Oh, and
Soon
Ruben
about
goes
to
on
finish
pole on the
it.
mediums.
Ooh, that's a sick lap by the Williams driver. 26.8 on the medium tire. Beating Skip Buddies. What was Skip Buddies on? Wasn't it the soft
Softs.
tire? Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
That's a stonking lap by Toxic G3. Amazing. Mingzi Tiempo also having finished his lap on the soft tire. It is 27.1, which puts him P5, just ahead of Nighthawk, who is ahead of him right now. Nighthawk also going out on his outlap now, probably looking to improve a bit and secure his spot in Q2.
Yep. Yeah, I think he'll come into the pits and then retire because that lap is easily going to get him through.
Yep. As you can see, let's Jamie Dodger by here. Not really sure if Jamie is on a hot lap or no, he's just on an out lap. So yeah, no point really.
Yeah, I think all of the people that aren't in the top 10 are going to be urgent to set some laps because obviously if you're not in the top 10, your qualifying ends here. So
Yeah,
All of them, I
as I
think,
said
coming out.
earlier, actually, Nordstrand is going out on the soft tire. I knew he wouldn't be able to get through
Mm.
on the medium. I told you, but
Yeah, this is an
yeah,
important lap for him because, like
yeah,
I said, saving it to the end here, you're putting a lot of risk on one lap, and he really can't mess up here. I think
yeah,
I would expect him to be maybe in the top 5 after qualifying, definitely not
yep, yep.
top 15. So
Yeah, he's really underperforming here. You know, lots of drivers
ooh, he's getting a
really
nice slipstream.
expecting a lot more from him. I'm not really sure why Denny didn't go out of the way here. Is Denny also on the lap? I think so. Yeah.
It's Marcus Mark.
Oh, it's Mark again. He's on his out lap. I don't understand what Mark is
Oh, this is
doing.
not good. He's being held up.
Mark should have let him by
I
very
mean,
much,
it's
really.
still going to be enough to get him through, but I think there's going to be questions asked to Mark after that because I'm not sure what
Yep,
he was doing there.
yep, 100%. I don't really see what Mark was doing there. It was
Oh,
very questionable. As
on
Owen J.
pole.
Wilson puts it on pole on the soft tire
Yeah.
with the 26.8, not pole, sorry, that's my mistake. P1 with the 26.8 on the soft tire. It's still very impressive how Toxic Jesui was only 200ths away from him on the medium though. Did see FIFA also putting in a P3 with a 26.9, and behind him we have the Alfa Romeo of cars, LMAO, with a 26.9, also very close to see FIFA. I have gotten some new comments, so let me check that.
Nighthawk here coming around the last corner. He's going to hope to get through, and I think he is. And he's not just going to get through, he's going to go on pole on the soft tyre. Obviously, doing the same as most
Yep.
other people in the top 10. And unfortunately for Nordstrand, I think he is on a lap, but he's on low ERS. But I can't believe he got blocked there. It's just so unlucky because he got the toe, but then he got blocked. But I feel like he might improve on this lap. I've not seen his lap times, but is he going to improve? He's not. He's going to be out of qualifying.
Yes.
There's going to be a report and most likely a penalty coming Mark's way after that because that's really unlucky for him. He was on a good lap and then in that last few corners he just got blocked.
Yep, yep. That's a very unlucky qualifying for Nordstrand. P12, very poor qualifying from him. I think a lot of drivers did expect a lot more. As
Yep.
Ruben asked in the comment, Karam, are you proud of me? I'm very proud of you. When I see you, might give you a blowjob. What? Anyway, we can see Danny also having not improved with a 27.3. Which puts him 13th place. I think you know, all the Red Bull drivers are really not doing well today. Danny, who's a tier 2 Red Bull driver, Josh, who's a tier 1 Red Bull driver, and Jamie, who's a tier 2 Red Bull driver. Also, like they're barely getting through at Britain. You know, very unlucky for them. They're really struggling. We can see the only persons who have made it through on the medium tire is Toxic Jesui. It's an amazing lap by Toxic Jesui, you know. That is very amazing. Yeah, not really more to say about that. Think he's at the best Q2 today, cause yeah, even though he's on the medium tire, he's been really close to pole. Only 1/10 away. But yeah, let's advance onto Q3.
And also the Red Bulls, they'll be annoyed they're out, but they're in the best position to be out because they're P11 or P12, meaning they get that free choice of tyre, which is going to help them a lot. So they can most likely start on the mediums, use those mediums to the end, and then go on softs to sprint.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm not sure what Mark was doing there. He's probably going to get a penalty for that.
As we're now heading on to Q3 now, 12 minutes of Q3, we can see James, Nighthawk, Vilzu, Jamie, T FIFA, Owen, Quillen, Skip Buddies, Toxic Jusui, and Cars. All of the drivers are through. All of those drivers I just mentioned are through. So let's see who gets pole today, who gets on that front row at Silverstone.
Yeah, I think Ruben's looking very positive to get the front pole, or at least the front row after. He's on the mediums as well, which will be really good for him because obviously he'll have the better strategy. He may be a bit slower at the start, but I think in the end it's going to help
Yep.
him a lot. But then safety cars could change strategies because I think, although we didn't have one in Tier 2 yesterday, I think I'm expecting at least one safety car here today. So, we'll see.
Yep, as you can see, loads of drivers now heading out. Who is it? It's Nighthawk heading out on the soft. I think we'll follow Nighthawk since he's the first person to head out of the pits, so don't see why not. And he's a Williams driver. I really want to see how he does today. Hopefully he can do well. We can see behind him we also have what was that? Owen J. Wilson also having headed out of the pits. Probably looking to get top 5 today because we did see he performed quite well.
Yep.
Quite well, yeah.
I mean, Nighthawk let him through that Owen Wilson, I think, that Aston Martin to maybe get a slipstream, maybe help him on his lap, because I think any help he can get will help him because he wants to get pole position today because he needs to bounce back from those bad races and hopefully maybe get podium or even a win today.
Yep. Definitely. As I get another comment on the stream, sorry guys if I'm not replying, it's just I don't really have the stream open right now. Let me check. Although Jamboy says, "Go you, Ruben." Very nice. Very nice. Very good. Very nice. Anyway, yeah, we can see Nighthawk about to start his lap very soon. We can see ahead of him we also have Owen, who's already started his lap, probably looking to set in a very nice lap on those softs. But yeah, he's now starting his lap, going over the line as we speak. And yeah, Owen has spun out actually at the first corner. He went onto the gravel. He's not got damage though, luckily. So he'll be able to do another lap after this if he has enough fuel. But yeah, we can see he's now braking and about to head on for the first DRS straight off his lap. And yeah, now having turned on DRS.
He'll open up the DRS and he'll come in to the next turn. I'm not sure what turn this is. I think it's turn 4 or 5. You're going to go almost all over the curb there, but not as much as you invalidate, and then go a tiny bit wider here and then get straight down on the throttle, and then it's up at the cops. You want to go over that little grey bit, but you can't go fully over because you want to invalidate, and then it's flat out through cops, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're going to take that curve and then go over that. And then Maggots and Beckers, this is where, if any drivers are going to mess up their laps, I think this is where it's going to happen, because you have to get every turning point correct, each braking point correct. You're going to lose a lot of time.
Today we've actually we've seen loads of drivers messed up at the first turn, surprisingly. We've seen loads and loads of drivers spinning at the first turn, which is very unfortunate for all the drivers who did that. It's not ideal. You can see he's now braking for the chicane now, about to finish his lap, going through the last corner in a moment. Yes, now about to finish his lap, and it is a 26.6. That is a very good lap. Maybe he can improve by two cents. I think he.
Yeah, I reckon he's going to need to improve if he wants his pole.
Yeah, by a couple tenths, I think. I think pole today will be a 26.3 or 4 maybe. Yeah. We'll see.
He's skipping 26.5.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't think that's as quick as his Q2 lap, if I remember correctly, but still quick lap. And Q lane goes. I think he spun just after crossing the line. He's done that twice now, so maybe it's on purpose. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
T-FIFA starts his lap. The man who's on provisional pole and his teammate is now starting his lap. Nice turn 1. It's a 26.5 to beat.
Has put it on pole. Yeah, beating his rival Nighthawk only by 6 hundredths. Let's see if Nighthawk can hit back at him and improve and get that pole position, or provisional pole position.
I think since Bahrain we've seen a rivalry coming between these two, so let's hope it carries on here. But then people like Josh and Ruben and James Visca, they've started to join into that rivalry, and obviously Skip Buddy's in first by a decent margin, but he's gonna not want to have any bad races because that margin can close quickly.
Yep, and when we say rival, it's more like a race rival and not really a championship rival, because you know, Nighthawk has been very unlucky these last couple of races, and that has given Skip Buddies an opportunity to, to create a gap to Nighthawk, and I'm not really sure if Nighthawk can hit back at him, as Skip Buddies gives FIFA a toe.
Yeah, and Owen J. Wilson, this is his first race in Tier 1 in this league, so he's definitely doing well, because he's proven why he deserves this Tier 1 seat in Aston Martin, and why he could maybe get a podium here. But he's coming into the pits. I think he's going to wait a tiny bit, put on another set of softs, and then go out for his lap, because obviously when you get into Q3 you get 2 new sets of softs to do laps on, and I think you start on those tyres as long as you do a lap with them.
And we can see FIFA also starting a second lap now, but he did surprisingly bad actually in his previous lap. At 27.4, he's 2 tenths away from P7, so really looking to improve, because he knows he has the pace in him to put in a 26 high maybe.
I think going into turn 6 here, he got very close to invalidating, but if he wants to set the perfect lap, he's going to need to get to the very limits. He's going to come through cops. Yep, still flat out. He went really wide there as well. If you go fully wide, you do not invalidate, but if you just ride the curb a tiny bit, then you will invalidate. So if you think you're not going to make the corner, you have to go fully wide, and that's a nice maggots and beckets for him. Obviously coming into the DRS, so now he opens the DRS, and this is where you're going to be fastest on the track. At just the end of this straight before you start braking, that's the fastest you're ever going to be on this track. So if you can get a toe or anything in your corner, that's going to help you a lot. And then goes fully on the curb. You want to get as quick on the power as you can, but he comes into the pits for some reason.
Low fuel mode,
sure,
and I don't think he was gonna improve actually, because he was at the 26s before the chicane, meaning probably I spend a second or second and a half getting over the line. So I think it was the right decision for him to pit.
He must have messed up somewhere earlier.
Yeah, but yeah, here it is. All the drivers are in the pits now. So yeah, anything you want to talk about?
This is the most exciting part of quali. They're all probably going to come out in a minute or two. Some might come out for an early lap, but I think here's where I think almost everybody's going to improve, because your first lap is most likely not going to be your fastest of the session, because you're just sort of trying to set a lap, make sure if you do crash out on your next lap, because these next laps are where you're going to fully push. Like if you crash out, it's not going to mean too much. You just need to go fully out for it to try and get the best starting position, because in Britain there's a lot of overtaking, but still the higher you can start, the better.
Yep.
And I think that's an Aston Martin coming out.
No, it is an AlphaTauri coming out.
The AlphaTauri's out.
Yes.
The AlphaTauri's out.
Yep.
And Owen J. Wilson is now coming out, so drivers are starting to come out. So maybe they're coming out, so just in case if they do invalidate on the lap, they just have a bit of time to set one more, which is pretty smart in my opinion.
Yep.
Drivers starting to come out. Nighthawk, Q-Lane. Yep.
Yeah, Cullen having been out of the pits now as well. I think we'll be following either Skip Buddies, Nighthawk, or Owen, because like so far they've been the best performers in Q3. So
I mean Ruben and James not set a lap yet, so if they do invalidate on this final lap, this could be after Ruben having such a good Q2. If he invalidates or has a bad lap or whatever, then he could be starting low down on the grid.
Yep.
Obviously Nighthawk going to be, I think Q-Lane is going to set his lap first.
Yeah.
And then be Owen and then Nighthawk, I think. I think almost every driver is starting to come out of the pits now. T-FIFA out, Blitzu Fishy out. This is where everyone's going to be setting the last laps. This is what qualifying all comes down to. Skip Buddies out now.
Yep, definitely.
Nighthawk getting ready to cross the line now. He's going to start his lap. He's got a bit of time to spare, so if he does mess up, he might be able to just make it to the line.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the drivers who headed out at the the 3-minute 30 mark will have the opportunity. As Nighthawk messes up his lap.
He had to lift there for a tiny bit, and
Yeah,
Is he
yeah,
backing
he'll
off from this lap?
yeah, he is backing out. He'll
He
have
is.
to make his way back to the pits. No,
Yeah, I
it's not
think
pits.
he's
The
got about
line as quickly as
20 seconds
possible.
to spare.
Yep.
I think he will make it. He should make it.
Yeah, he should make it. You know, he
He's
can.
gonna have to go flat out in these straights.
Yeah, I don't think he has
He
enough
might.
fuel though, which is why he's only going 50% throttle. He should just go through. Yeah, I don't think he's
I don't
gonna
think
make
he's
it
gonna
if he
make it.
slacks it out
I think
this
he's gonna have to
much.
settle for P2 here.
Yeah, unless someone improves, which I doubt.
Mm.
Maybe James Biscuit could improve, but who
Yeah,
knows?
of course. Ruben, Jane Biscuit not setting laps yet. I think Ruben's gonna be the first across the line of them two. He's gonna
Yep.
start his lap soon.
Yeah, I think we'll follow Ruben then through his lap and see how well he can do, and maybe even James when he does start his
Yeah.
lap.
He's starting on the mediums as well, so if he's on pole, that's gonna be great for him. He starts his lap now.
Yep. As he goes through the first corner, doing that very nicely, cuts it just enough, and going over the DRS detection zone. Now hitting that curb, pretty good.
Skip Butty's
Not
also
downshifting
just hit
to
his lap.
second there. Some drivers decide to just downshift to second, sorry, and some don't. It's very
Yep.
based on the drivers. But yeah, you can see brakes here nicely, hitting the curb very nicely as well. Going flat out a bit late though. He could have floored the throttle a bit earlier. But yeah, very nice lap so far for Toxic Jesui. Gaining a bit of time by cutting that a few thousandths maybe.
Qualifying's over.
Yep. But we can see Toxic Jesui.
Ooh, Nighthawk just made it to the
approximately-
line, I think. I think he might
Yes,
have.
seems he did. Yep, you're very right.
Did.
But yeah, we can see Toxic Jesui going through. Magnus and Beckett's very nicely getting a bit of understeer there. It's very based on luck, how your car reacts to taking those sharp turns. But yeah, he has finished his second sector. It was a purple sector with a 108 something. I don't remember actually. But yeah, hitting that curve nicely as well. About to brake for the chicane here. And he hits the curbs very nicely on both
He's going to cross the
corners.
line now. It looks like it's going to be a good lap. Might be a good lap. He needs to cross the line. Oh, and his P3 is the highest Ruben is going to start, but Nighthawk and Skip Butties can still go on pole. Skip Butties, and he spins on the line, so he's not going to improve. It's all down to Nighthawk now and James Biscuit. I think they're the main contenders for pole. Nighthawk coming through Maggins and Beckett. He's improved on his sector 2 time. He's going to open up the DRS. He's going to go down. These last few corners could be crucial. Obviously, he's only like half a tenth off of Skip Butties, so a good last sector, and he could see himself on pole. He's going to come around, get early in the throttle, he keeps him going.
The unfortunate thing is he is on low fuel mode, so he will have to improve by over a tenth if he wants to, you know, because the low fuel mode does make him lose a bit as well. And that is
I
him
think
on pole!
He
yes!
did get pole.
That is the
What a
Williams
lap.
driver on pole. What a lap by him. Very nice by the Williams driver.
He starts on pole, and we said he needed a bounce back from the last few races, and this is a way to
Yes.
start it. The American Williams driver on pole by, look how close that is, 3 thousandths has put him
Oh,
onto
yes, yes. It's an amazing lap by Nighthawk. We see Nighthawk in first place, Skip Buddy in second, James Biscuit in
Look how
third,
close the grid is.
Toxic Jesui in fourth, Kaz in fifth, Jamie in sixth, Owen in seventh, FIFA in eighth, Quillen is in ninth, and Viltufishy in 10th. That is a very close qualifying session.
I think that could just be a little teaser of what we're going to get in this race. Obviously, the front 9, I think, was split by like 3.5 tenths, which is so close together. Anyone in this top 5 could still win this race with a big crash. So
Yep.
even if they're not on that front row, they shouldn't count themselves out yet.
Yep, definitely. Here we are on for the race now. We'll have a formation lap first, of course, and right after that we'll head on to the head on for the race. Every driver now picking their setups, changing their strategies, doing their changing their fuel and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I think Skip Butties will be really annoyed with himself because I didn't see the times, but I feel like he may have improved on that lap if he didn't. So he'll be annoyed with himself because all he had to was improve by the smallest margin, and he would have been
Yep.
on pole. But He's still
Yep.
in that front row. It could have been worse, so I think he should keep his head up and he can still have a good race here.
Yep. Let's see who makes it out in first on after the first corner. You know, he still has a very good chance if he gets a good start. But yeah, here we are on for the formation lap here. The drivers get a chance to like get a feel of the track and yeah, warm up their tires. Who do you think will make it out in first after the
I think
26 laps?
obviously we now have 20 drivers, so I think some have joined after quali. I think Jamboy, Gamer and Roderick is got a full grid now, which is nice. 26 laps of racing here in Silverstone. I think anyone can win it. We could have safety cars, we could have crashes. I think this race is going to have it all, so I think this is going to be a good race to watch. And commentate, of course.
Yep, definitely.
See Nighthawk not warming up his tyres for some reason. The whole grid going side by side, and James Biscuit's been disqualified. That's not going to be good for him because you want your tyres to be as warm, as hot as possible, so you get the best start possible. Because cold
Definitely, he'll have
tyres,
some cold starts. Yeah, some cold tires. Sorry. It will make it difficult through braking and through when he starts. So yeah.
just coming through now, Cops Corner. We could see a collision in Cops Corner like the real life race. I hope not,
Yeah.
but
If
somebody
people,
might send it down the inside.
Yeah, if people aren't being careful, sorry, then we could
Yeah.
very likely see a crash.
Oh, and there's an Alfa Romeo going off on the formation lap. Maybe it was just
And
another
Cars and
contact.
Jamie have
Dodger and
yep,
Cosmo.
yep, that's very unlucky. Now we have what? How many drivers? That 3 drivers on. Sorry, we have 5 drivers on this on the grid now.
I mean,
From
at
being
least these guys got to do
disqualified.
at least half a lap. James Biscuit was disqualified instantly, so his tyres are going to be as cold as possible. He's going to be sitting on the grid for ages, just hoping the pack will get there as quick. But Nighthawk, he's taking his time because he knows that he's been disqualified. He knows that the slower he goes, the colder his tyres are going to get.
Yep, definitely. But yeah, they're about to get taken over by the AI now. As that happens now, I think it should be now at least.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
it
happening
is.
now.
Yep.
Yeah, this is where they start to think about their starts. Obviously, don't want to drive through penalty because that's ruined your race pretty much. But yeah, this is where the tension starts to build in the drivers. This is where they start to have to think about their starts and everything.
This is
Obviously.
when they have to clear their mind to just get a good start.
Yeah, Williams having the best, but the main talk here, Josh, he's going to have an insane comeback race after being blocked by Mark in qualifying. He's P12. I mean, if he gets a podium here, that's guaranteed drive of the day because that would have to be a great drive. But the lights are about to start, so I'll hand this over to you.
Yes, thank you very much. We can see the grid has formed up now. So yeah, all we're waiting for is the first couple of lights to go out, so we can get to racing. I have turned position change on, so we can kind of get a feel of who's having good starts and who's having bad starts. But yeah, I'm not really sure what we are waiting for now. Seems there's some lap glitches, but yeah. I think we just have to be patient now.
Honestly, the longer they wait, the colder their tyres get. We saw this in Austria. The drivers got a bit frustrated because of some people's network issues. They had to wait, and it did cause a collision in turn 1. So let's hope we don't see that here. And
yes, and here it is. And the lights are going out now. It's lights. Oh no, sorry. It's lights out and away we go. We can see Jack getting a very good start. Already going side by side with Nighthawk. He is in front actually now. He's in front after the first corner. We can see Skipbuddies has overtaken Nighthawk. Having to cut that a bit. We can see loads of drivers cutting the first corner now. They're now braking for the first proper braking corner of the race. Heading onto the first DRS. DRS straight. There's obviously no DRS yet. We'll have to wait a couple laps for the DRS to turn on. We can see the predicted pit stop strategy is a soft medium or a soft hard if you wanna go into the hards, but I doubt anyone is gonna do that. But yeah, that is Skip Buddies who has overtaken Nighthawk off the start, and we can see down the grid Nordschwan has lost 3 positions along with Tiempo. We can see even lower down the grid we have Runkick and XY Gamer who have both lost loads of time to the drivers in front. We can see Nighthawk already trying to push Skip Buddies to the edge to get that overtake done. He's just behind Skip Buddies now. You can see behind them we have James Biscuit in third place, also getting pressured by Toxic Jesui a bit. Toxic Jesui is on the medium tire, meaning he won't be as fast through the corners, but you know, when the DRS does get turned on, I think he won't struggle too much with staying with the rest of the pack. As he barely touches James Biscuit there. He has to go a bit right to not hit him. But yeah, we can see James, Toxic Jesui, and Kaz having had good starts. Kaz now going side by side with Ruben. He does have to let go a bit there. This is very unfortunate for Ruben, because Ruben is losing time to James because he has to defend against Kaz. So Toxic Jesui really needs to get back into the DRS of James Biscuit if he wants to stay with them, you know. But Kaz is also very close to him, so it's gonna be very hard for Toxic Jesui to both defend and catch James Biscuit. We can see down the grid, Ollie having gained 4 positions and Jampo having gained 5. Very dramatic first lap. We can see Runkicken already retiring in the pits, probably due to damage or something along the lines with that. See Ham Sandwich is already getting his first penalty. Not ideal, and that is a virtual safety car due to Ham Sandwiches crashing out. Yep. So they will get a delta time. They'll have to follow now. Can't really go faster than that, and yeah, I think we'll get to racing again in maybe a lap or so, because on this game the virtual safety cars are very long, which is not ideal. You know, it's very annoying actually how long they are. But yeah, what?
I think there was contact at the back because Gamer and Man United Million, they were just 5 seconds back, but they're starting to close in under this VSC. I'm not sure how they're doing that, but I guess they're just going the lowest in delta they possibly can. But it's a great start for Skip Buddies. In France, he started on pole and Nighthawk got a better start. It's the other way around here. He leads the British Grand Prix on lap 3.
Yes, very good start by Skip Buddies. He managed to get a better start, and you know, he had a very good first corner as well, getting loads of traction, not having to let go of his throttle as well.
Nighthawk, I think he's going to have DRS here. We're back racing. He's 5 minutes back, but he's going to start closing with the slipstream with the DRS. I mean, he could go for a move on one of these DRS straights later.
Pavel is asking something in my comments. If you do disconnect, you can ask for an invite. Unfortunately, we can't really provide that, but maybe during a safety car you'll be able to get back in, but not really much we can do here for you. We can see Nighthawk getting gapped a bit by Skip, but he's 6/10 behind him, and he's losing time through some of the corners, gaining 1/10 through Cops though, which is very nice for him. Having a good maggots and pickets is also crucial, so he can get the slipstream into this straight. You can see behind them we have Toxic Jesui, who has closed in on James Biscuit, but Cars is going for a move here. Will he get in front? Oh no, he will not. I don't think so. Toxic Jesui is doing some great defending here, holding Cars behind. You know, Cars is really trying to get past Toxic Jesui because he is on the soft tire. It's the first couple of laps where he really has to get past Toxic Jesui. And Toxic Jesui is losing time to the people ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, Nighthawk's going to be close here. The DRS straight. He's just 2-3 attempts back. I think he might go for a move into turn 5. I think it is.
Yes, he will have the DRS. No, he will not have the DRS. I don't think there's DRS. Yes, but yeah, lost around 3/10 to Skip Buddies on that corner.
He's got DRS.
Yep, he's got DRS, but I don't think it's enough for him to close on. Maybe after Maggots and Beckett's, he'll have the opportunity to get past Skip Buddies. You can see further down the grid, Mark has overtaken Ollie on that DRS straight, and even further down we have Jamboy and Millen who are fighting. You can see Norge fan having gained another 2 positions. Denny has let him pass, it seems. But yeah. Oh, as you can see, Ollie losing it a bit on the rear there. You can see up ahead we also have Jamie Dodger, who's lost 1 position off the start currently has T FIFA ahead of him. T FIFA did start P8 and is currently P6, so that's a very good first couple laps for T FIFA, having gained some positions there.
Yeah, it's not been the best start for the Red Bulls. They've both lost 2 positions, going down from 11th and 12th to 13th to 14th. Of course, they're both on the medium tyre, and Skip Buddy's at a really bad last corner, and Nighthawk wanted to go for a move there, but he's going to have to settle for DRS unless if he goes for it into one of these corners. Less than a 10th splitting them now. Is he going to go for one now? I think if I was him, I'd wait for the DRS, and he's going to do that.
No, I'm not sure if it's worth it to wait for the DRS, because the DRS detection zone is before the corner, meaning if he did overtake him, he'd still have DRS. But
well,
will he be able to go for the move?
He's 3 tenths back. He's deploying.
He's going for it on the outside. Will he make it stick? And he barely does. Now going onto the second. They're going. Ooh, they're touching now their rears and their front tires. And that is James Biscuit also trying to squeeze in here. And going side by side with Skip Buddy. Ooh, he's kind of letting go.
I think someone's going to go for a movement into cops, are they?
No, it doesn't seem it.
No, they're not. They're going to be sensible. Yep. They're all waiting for the DRS after Maggots and Beckers. If they have a good Maggots and Beckers, this is really close racing, just almost under a second split in the top 5. Honestly, there could be a big crash soon.
Yeah, we did see James Biscuit going side by side with Skip Buddies.
And now
before
they're all going over DRS, and Skip Buddy's going to look down the inside.
Same with, oh no, James Biscuit couldn't really, James Biscuit did have the pace to go on the outside, but Nighthawk really closed the door for him. Will Nighthawk go for an overtake here? He can do it, but I don't think he will. He'll wait for the DRS later in the next. Ooh, yes, Cars loses, and that is T FIFA right behind Cars now, also wanting, ooh, and Cars loses his rear, slowing down T FIFA as well there. We can see the sky is really going dark now. Do you think we'll get some rain? Because the sky is really
potentially, but I think it could. But they're starting the main straight in this race, and they're all going to have DRS on each other. So no, I don't think James Biscuit is going to gain on Nighthawk, but they're definitely going to gain on Skip Buddy. Probably not enough to go for a move, but they're going to keep on closing and closing that gap. And James Biscuit almost dummies a move on Nighthawk, but obviously he's not going to go for that from that far back. Probably have to.
Excuse me for a moment. I am going to try to invite that guy who got kicked off the lobby real quick. Let's see if I can do it very quickly.
Time to spare battling, maybe.
Yep.
But James Biscuit's gonna.
They will catch up to Skip Buddies here as well. Will it be enough to go for an overtake? Who knows? Maybe down the inside if he breaks late enough.
Here comes James Biscuit on Nighthawk.
Oh, no. He does not want to go for that overtake. I do think he had the opportunity to go for it, but I think it's more worth it to just stay behind him and make sure there won't be a crash. But we can really see the sky is really going dark now. If I didn't have a weather forecast, I'd really think it was gonna rain very soon. Have we been told on whether or not the weather forecast said it?
They told me that it was a dry race.
Oh, okay, it'll probably be a dry race.
See, let's not forget Ruben's on the mediums, and he's still keeping up with them. So that's pretty good to him because obviously he's got the better strategy. Could he go? He's probably gonna pit 2 or 3 laps later than everyone else, and could the mediums help him because he's really close to them? So if anybody has a better strategy, somebody could go for the undercut.
Yep, definitely. We can see Toxic is honestly just waiting for the soft tire to go out a bit. You know, the soft runners will probably pit around lap 11 will be my guess, lap 10 or 11. Yes, and then already now lap 8 and lap 9 Toxic will be a bit faster, so he'll need to catch up a bit. As you can see, Will Too Fishy gets a 3-second time penalty along with Man United Milan. You know, it's really not ideal to get time penalties because you'll lose at the end of the race. We have some drivers.
Oh, Nighthawk on Skip Buddies.
Ooh, really closed the door on James there.
He really looked for it.
Yeah, James was trying to go through the outside, and Nighthawk really closed the door on him, just smacked the door on him.
You can tell he's desperate to go for a move here. He wants that race lead. He took pole, but He's not going to lead, but he's gone wide there, James Biscuit. Is he going to get attacked by Ruben here? Don't think he's going to go for a move. I think, like normal, he's going to wait for DRS. He's had a bad time one though. He's only a few temps back there.
Yeah, but
he
we
could
can see,
easily go for a move.
Although we are 8 laps into this race, everyone is so close together. You can see P15 is only 15 seconds off the lead. Everyone is so close together. You know, it's so crazy how first place and P15 are only 15 seconds apart from each other. It really shows the power of DRS and ERS. But yeah, we can see Nighthawk is really settling behind Skip Buddies now. He isn't really getting the opportunity to go for a move. Maybe after Maggots and Beckett's he will go for it. Who knows? Or maybe he'll go for an undercut or an overcut. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I think we're gonna see.
Oh, he's really closing in on. He's really closing in on Skip Buddies around Baggett's and Beckett's.
Ooh, Skip Buddies had a bad cops.
Yep. At cops, he's really catching Skip Buddies.
Can you go for a move here? Here's where Skip Buddies took the lead back from him after overtaking him on the main straight.
And yes, that is him going for a move.
And who's going to break the latest? It looks like it's Skip Buddies, and he does get the move done on Nighthawk. I mean, Nighthawk gets the move done on Skip Buddies.
Yes, let's
and
see
James
if
Biscuit just
settling behind them along with Toxic G3. Let's see if Skip Buddies can hit back at him at the next straight. We can see already now on lap 9 we have a Ferrari driver pitting for the medium tire. It is FIFA, the teammate of Skip Buddies. What they are probably looking for is to kind of the undercut and to kind of help Skip Buddies hold some of the other drivers behind.
Nighthawk's made a gap here in those first turns. He's made a gap. It's not much of a gap, but it's enough to not get overtaken on the main straight, and they're starting to catch up to their fast back marker. I think they're going to overtake a decent amount of lap cars here, so they're going to need to get used to it. And
they can do it catching up to Jamboy here.
Yeah, they can do it strategically. They can try and get DRS or something like that from it to maybe gain some time on their rival.
Yeah, if Nighthawk can get DRS off of Jamboy, that will probably be very nice for him. But I'm not sure if he can do that. I'm not sure he's close enough to get your DRS. Sorry. But maybe at the next straight he will. We'll see. Yeah,
I think almost everybody's going to be on soft to medium, obviously. Apart from the medium runners who go medium to soft.
Mark gets his first penalty of the race, a 3-second time penalty for going off track or cutting the corners a bit too much. Yeah, we can see Nighthawk will probably get the DRS of Jamboy on the next straight. Sure. Maybe not.
I think he might be a bit too far back.
Yep.
Skip, but he's like 4 or 5 temps back.
No, he will be close enough, it seems. I think he will be close enough. I'm not sure.
We'll see. It would pop up now if he is. No, he's not close enough. It's just outside that DRS range. I'm not sure if you get a slipstream from lap cars, but he's not going to get one. But again, in those first few turns, he's managing to make a gap to Skip, but maybe he's got a more downforce setup. Maybe he's got a setup that's going to favour him through those fast corners like Maggots and Beckett's, turn 1 and 2, cops, stuff like that.
Yes, we can see Skip Buddy's right behind him now. Yeah, Ruben is really losing out here. Has James pitted? Yes, he has. James has pitted, yeah?
He has pitted, we missed that. So he's going for the undercut on the front drivers.
Yeah, we can see Ruben is kind of losing out on the 2 soft runners ahead of him, but
he just needs to stay in DRS.
Yep, exactly. But we can see Skip Buddies will probably go for a move here at the next corner. Yes, he has enough slipstream to get
down the outside.
Who will come out in front after this corner? It is Nighthawk.
Oh, and he goes for a switchback, but they touch each other.
Yup,
and they both come into the pits.
They both come into the pits here. Yes,
so they do. Speed in the pit lane. Neither of them do, and now Ruben leads this race on the mediums. Could he get undercut by these 2 front runners? Obviously, they're not going to want to have a bad pit. They're both probably going to have the same pit stop.
We can see below here the 2 Haas drivers are fighting the 2 Red Bull drivers. You have a Red Bull driver in front, 2 Haas drivers in the middle, and another Red Bull driver behind them. You have Mark and Denny in the middle. We know that Denny is a Red Bull driver in tier 2, so maybe he'll do some dirty stuff to let Notch overtake. Who knows? Who knows?
And
But yeah,
Ruben's got a nice gap up front because I think if Nighthawk and Skip Buddy keep on fighting, Ruben could be able to just set quick lap times and potentially maybe overcut them on those mediums.
yes,
They're
exactly.
down on mediums themselves as well.
Yeah, we can see down the grid. See FIFA has come out like 3 seconds behind Skip Buddies, which means the undercut did work.
Oh, I've just realised James
way
Biscuit
more
is
behind.
undercut Skip Buddies.
Yes, he has. The undercut around here is very strong. We can see T FIFA. How far behind was T FIFA? I think it was like 7 seconds. Now it's only 3 seconds. So yes, the undercut has worked. But here, Skip Buddy is going for a move. But will he get it in front?
I think he's going to make the move stick.
Ooh,
unless
yes.
if James Biscuit comes on the inside. No, he's not. But
no,
obviously
yes.
Nighthawk creating a gap with all this fighting. He's not. Are they out of Nighthawk's DRS? I think they might be.
Yeah, they are 1 second behind Nighthawk.
That's gone
so,
perfect for Nighthawk. They've got no DRS. Can Nighthawk start to try and gap them? And they're both on the mediums. They're both going to the end. That's James Biscuit obviously in Skip Buddy's DRS. If they keep on fighting, then Nighthawk's going to have to start to gap them and maybe see this into a easier win than it maybe was before.
Yep, definitely. We can see most of the grid has completed their first stop of the race, except for the top 6. So they're as Mark pits actually. So that is 5 drivers not having pitted yet. It's XY Gamer, Notch, Van Denny, Tiempo, and Toxic Jesui. All of them are medium runners, so they're probably gonna pit soon. But yeah.
He's not. He's still outside of the DRS. He's gonna want to get in that as quick as possible. The gap's just above what you need. You need to be within 1 second to get that DRS, and he's being within 1.1 seconds, 1.05 seconds. He just needs to have a good time 1 and 2, and then he can get into the DRS.
Yes, you can see Mark has come out in 13th place, right behind Quillen, already in the DRS of them. Further up the grid, we have T-FIFA already making an overtake on Wiltu. Will they go side by side through Cops? I don't think so, because Owen got some better traction and potential. I'm not sure, but I think T-FIFA maybe let go a little bit to not go side by side through there. He does cut that corner a bit, but not really sure it's warning worthy. But yeah, now going through.
TTV Denny and Tiempo, they're battling for second place. Obviously, they're not going to be in second place once they've pitted, but right now on track they're in second place, so
yeah, we can
they're
see,
obviously trying to overcut.
But I don't really think that these 3 drivers are really like competing, because they're all Red Bull drivers. Denny's a tier 2 Red Bull driver, so I think they're kind of working together to use that DRS and slipstream to get closer.
I wouldn't be surprised if Denny lets Josh through here.
Yes,
he might just give him the slipstream.
Potentially. As Nighthawk sets the fastest lap on the medium tire. He is currently P6, and he is creating a gap to Skip Buddies. This is a very good job by Nighthawk. So yeah, I think if James Biscuit closes in a bit on Skip Buddies
at a bad corner there. That's a big gap now.
Yeah, that is 1.5 seconds.
So here comes James Biscuit and Skip Buddies down the inside into turn 5. Is he going to make this move stick?
Oh, they've touched a bit.
And they do touch a bit.
Oh, will they go side by side through Cops? Will we see it? Oh, I doubt it, because I think James Biscuit let go a bit there to just.
He's got a much better exit. He's gonna try and go for a move here. Down the inside, they're gonna want to leave each other space. I think he's gonna be ahead into the corner, and
they touch each other. And luckily, I don't think Skip Buddies got damaged there. Luckily, he did not.
And look at this, Nighthawk, almost a 2-second gap now. Although they're not teammates, James Biscuit is playing a massive team game for Nighthawk, creating almost a 2-second gap. Could this see Nighthawk into a quite easy win? But obviously, Skip Buddies is going to come straight back at him on the DRS, take that position.
Yes, but this is really giving Nighthawk to build a bigger gap. There's now a 2-second gap between Skip Buddies and Nighthawk. So
what could this mean
Jack
for
has to do a big job. We can see that if you look at the leaders gap, there's 24 seconds between Nighthawk and Ruben. So I'm not really sure if Ruben can come out in front after his pit stop, but I think he'll come out right behind.
28 seconds the pit lane.
Yes, exactly. So
So
hopefully he can come out in the DRS, but I'm not really sure
yeah.
if it's possible
I
for him
mean,
to come
they
out
are
in front.
gaining on him pretty quickly because the gap was about 28 seconds between Skip Butties and Ruben. But oh, I think that's literally Fishy that's gone round into the first few turns. I don't think
Yup,
he's
yep,
taking any damage, but that's not going to be ideal for him.
yep.
And yep, Jamie Dodge is going to get straight past him. His Alpine teammate. Oh, and Nighthawk, I just saw he went a bit wide into Cops. He's creating an even bigger gap. Maybe Skip Buddy's tyres have been affected by all this fighting.
Uh, yes, potentially. Sorry, excuse me, guys. I'm trying to get onto the stream again on my phone to see your guys' comments. There we have it. I am on again. But yeah, we only have 3 DNFs so far. So if you can keep it that way until the end of the race, that would be pretty nice. Cause we don't really want more DNFs. Cause that will mean a safety car, and that will not be ideal for Nighthawk. It will be nice for Skip Buddies and James, although. So yeah.
Yeah, I think Skip Buddy's going to get him on the next DRS straight. He was 1 second slower than his best lap. That just shows that all this fighting is making him lose a lot of time.
Yeah, I think James and Skip Buddies kinda really want that safety car right now. Maybe Toxic Jisui as well, so he can get an
And
opportunity
Denny
to pit.
overtakes Tiempo. It's not. They don't want to be fighting because, especially when they're going for the overcut on these medium tyres, if they do fight, that sort of takes the purpose out of it.
Yep.
Just Ruben with now a 10-second gap, so he is gapping the other medium runners, except he's being closed pretty quickly by the people that he's fighting for the win with. So I mean, maybe starting on the mediums wasn't the best strategy here.
You can see there is a McLaren going very slow up ahead. I think that is Man United Millen who has damage maybe. No,
Carl's
he's not
nose
gonna
round.
pit. So yeah. Oh,
Carl's
what's he
nose
done
gone round
there?
as well.
Oh, yeah, that's very unlucky for Cars. He has had a good race so far, so
Oh,
him
and
being
that's a
P15
McLaren off
is
again.
not ideal. Yep, I
Yep.
can see that.
Oh, if Ghosting wasn't on, he would have just had a massive crash.
I'm not really sure what he is doing. Yep, he's disqualified from the session.
Yep.
That is the McLaren driver, disqualified from the race for going backwards.
It's
Not
been
ideal.
quite a bad race for McLaren.
Yes,
But the
very
bottom two in
unfortunate.
qualifying, and they're going to end up being last and 17th, which is not ideal for any of them. Obviously, especially for Ollie, both of them coming into this race having something to prove, and they've really not proved that today.
Yep. But yeah, we can see cars getting a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I think it might be because he already had damage, which makes it even harder to
I think
slow
the
down.
medium runners are going to be pitting somewhat soon, because they're just going to go 9, 10, 8 laps on those soft tyres, and I'm not sure. I expected to see a safety car here, but we may not now. There's not really been many big crashes, but
I don't think. Yeah, I think the only people really wishing a safe car right now is medium runners and James and Skip Buddies. But I think Nighthawk and Nighthawk is probably the only person right now who's really preying on there not being a safety car, because he's pretty comfortable now, 3 seconds ahead of James and Skip Buddies. So yeah, the Williams driver has had a very good race so far. The medium runners probably will pit very soon. We can see XY Gamer now. Oh, that's just Jamboy. Sorry, I thought he was going for a move, but he isn't. Nordfan 5 tenths behind Tiempo, and Tiempo 5 tenths away from Denny.
And the gap now 3 seconds between Nighthawk and Skip Buddies. I mean, James he's almost giving this win to Nighthawk. If he can just have a consistent last few laps, not spin, not do nothing, then he could. I think he's most likely going to win this race.
Yep, definitely. Because the medium runners will pit for softs, I think, this lap or next lap. Because there's really no point waiting any longer than that, because then they won't have enough laps to make up some positions on the softs.
And I just noticed Skip Buddies has also picked up a time penalty of 3 seconds, so his race is almost over now.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, when we say Skip Buddies' race is over, it just means the race win is over. You know, he can still very likely
Yeah,
get
yeah.
P2 or P3. You know, which is still an accomplishment. You know, getting P2 and P3 is not bad at all. So yeah, it's
And
fine.
he's at a bad cop start. I think Jamie's gonna attack him after Maggots and Beckett's into the DRS straight.
Yep.
P2 for James would be a good result here. I think it's his home Grand Prix. I might be wrong.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is. It's actually also Skip Buddies' home Grand Prix. They're both both English people. Skip Buddies is from Liverpool, and not really sure where James is from, but yeah, they're both driving at their home Grand Prix currently. But yeah, we can see Nighthawk almost forming a 4-second gap now.
Yep.
Which is a
This has
big
been quite
gap.
a good drive for him.
Yes, and if you include Skip Buddies' penalty as well, that is 7 seconds ahead of Skip Buddies. Did I just see some rain, or is it just my thing glitching?
I'm
It's
not
raining!
sure, I mean,
Yes, it's
is it
raining! It's raining, holy shit!
This is
It's
where
raining!
the medium runners race is they're back in the race for this win. 'Cause
Yes.
if it does rain in, everyone's gonna have to pit, and so are they. Except everybody's like a good 20 seconds behind them. So suddenly, Ruben, Denny, Tiempo, Nitran, Gamer, they're all back in the title for this race win.
Yep.
If it does carry on raining, you said at the start of this race it could start raining, and it has started to rain.
Yes,
with 8 laps to go.
yes, exactly. Cause when I looked at the sky, I was like, okay, this is surprisingly, you know, cloudy, you
Yeah.
know. So I was like,
Suddenly-
is it gonna rain? But then people
And
told me
now
no.
talking about the front runners,
Yeah.
here comes Tiempo on Denny's side. He's going to try and go round the outside. Obviously, they're going to start to be losing grip. Are they going to pit? Here's where we see. Denny doesn't come into the pits. Tiempo doesn't. Nitron doesn't. They're all staying out. Maybe they're pushing it for one more lap. Because the rain, clearly, it's not too severe yet. But we're going to have
Yep.
7 more laps of racing.
Yep.
If obviously Skip Buddy's Nighthawk like 25 seconds back. So if it does keep up this severe rain, they're almost out of this race rain congestion. Mark gets a 5-second penalty. I'm not. Yeah, we're seeing people go onto the inters. Jambo onto the inters.
Yes, they're probably
I
trying
think-
to undercut. I don't think
I
it's
think
time
Mark's gonna go for the inters.
yeah, I don't think it's time to go to
Yeah,
the
I
inters
think,
yet.
I think the rain's a bit too. Yeah, we're getting rain on our screens now. It's definitely raining. Then Gamer's gone round. He's losing grip on here. That's annoying for him because he was on the race win congestion. But
Yep,
quite far back
definitely.
now.
I think
And
they
actually-
will pit. I think they'll pit this lap or next lap for the
Ruben has a
intermediate.
12-second gap for this win. So if he
Yep,
does pit,
yep.
this whole race has been changed around.
I mean, you know, this could be a 1-2 for Williams, and that will be a 1-2 for Williams in both tiers. So
yeah, that would be
oh.
insane. But
yeah, that would be insane.
the
So,
Red Bull
let's
drivers, they're going to be fighting now because here comes Notchman on Tiempo. And I think he's going to go around the inside. I think Tiempo's almost going to back off because he doesn't want to have a crash. The last thing you want is a crash between 2 teammates.
Yes,
And
exactly.
yeah, so are they going to come
yeah.
into the pits? They're not going to come into the pits.
I think they're waiting
This
a bit
is
for some.
interesting.
I think they're waiting for some, you know, for some puddles to form, because not really sure how much
And
faster
Nighthawk
that.
gets a penalty.
Ooh,
No.
but it won't really damage him too much, you know, because
Yeah.
Skip Buddies already has a penalty, but it will gain James Biscuit a lot if he can catch up.
Oh,
So if-
Skip Buddy's into the pits. Skip Buddy's into the pits.
Yes, that is Skip Buddies
think
now
he's going
going
onto
into
inters.
the pits. Yes,
Yeah,
onto the
T-Feep is in,
intermediate tire.
Owen's in. I think everybody's coming in. I think it is time for the intermediates.
Yes,
We're gonna
I
wet
think
quality, and we're
Nighthawk
gonna
will
finish
pit
with a
this
wet
lap.
race.
Yep. Let's
Do you
see
know
what
what still hasn't
tire
been
they
disabled,
go on
though?
to. Yes, that is Skip Buddies going onto the intermediate tire.
Oh.
He's double stacking with. See, that's a perfect pit stop for the Ferrari crew. I thought they would double stack, but luckily they didn't. That is the Ferrari drivers onto the intermediate tire.
Yeah,
You can see ahead
Nighthawks
of them
made it
as well.
past Gamer. They still have decent grip out here. I'm not sure if they're going to pit in. Gamer having a bit of contact on Nighthawk. That nearly ruined this
Yeah.
race.
If XY Gamer ended up taking Nighthawk, man, I'd fly out to England and beat the guy at what? But yeah, we can see Nighthawk probably going to pit this lap because they're probably
Okay,
losing a bit of grip now.
Ruben. Yeah, he's 5 tenths off his best lap, and
Oh,
he's
and
not
Ruben
into the
does not
pits.
pit.
He stayed out.
Yes, he went.
I think Josh is going to come into the pits. Of course, I'm just going to watch Skip but his lap time. He's going quicker than it looks like the people. So we're going to see. Is he going to come into the pits? He's not going
and
to go into
Northman
the
goes
pits.
past
They're
the pits
all
as
staying
well.
out.
Let's see what Nighthawk does now. Nighthawk going through those corners, and will he
he's
pit?
seen his championship
He
rival.
doesn't pit as well. Nighthawk is not pitting.
Yeah, Gamer comes into the pits. I'm not sure if he had damage or not. This is some interesting strategy.
Yes, that is very interesting. Loads of drivers now going past the pits. Yeah, we can see Yage. I don't really see why Yage is going into the pits. He's on the soft tire, meaning he will have loads of grip. He maybe should have waited a bit. But I think this lap everyone will pit. Definitely, most definitely they will pit this lap.
I'm just watching, so we're going to see Norwich. I'm going to see what Josh or Norwich fans sector 2 time is, and then I'm going to go down to Game or Skip Buddies and see what their sector 2 time is to see who are gaining time.
Loads of drivers are now getting penalties because you're losing grip, and sometimes like you have to correct it and go a bit wide. And
surprisingly, DRS is still not being disabled. I think it's going to get disabled pretty soon.
Oh yes, I think when the puddles start forming, we'll get the DRS disabled.
I say he's about to end sector 2. Josh does a he's 2.7 seconds off.
Oh my god, Nighthawk.
And Rubens into the pits.
Oh, but Rubens got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pits.
He's still got that 30-second gap.
Yep. I think it's due to the
they're
rain.
Losing grip. They're losing grip.
They can't brake properly. As we can see, Nighthawk going past the pits. What is Nighthawk doing?
But he's still not into the pits. Has he thrown away this race win that looked so much that it was going to be easy? James, he was holding up Skip Buddies for him. He had almost a 5-second gap, but he's still not pitted.
Can I come with a very bold prediction? If you look at the leaders gap, we can see that Nighthawk is almost 40 seconds ahead of Skip Buddies. So if he goes to the end, that means he can in 4 laps, how much time can he lose?
Fishy's out. Fishy's out.
Please no safeguard. Please no safeguard. And it is
there
no
is a safety car. There is no safety car.
Oh, that is so lucky. Wait, I think
comes in the pitch.
I think I can tell you why. I think I can tell you why Nighthawk isn't pitting. He's 40 seconds ahead of Skip Buddies, meaning in those 4 laps he can afford to lose 10 seconds a lap and still not get passed.
He's just lost 2 seconds on his sector 1 time alone. So I think he's going to come into the pits, because if he does come into the pits now, he's still coming out about people. If he tries to stick this, that would be insane. And if he does try to stick this, I think James Biscuit may get this win, because Ruben's got the 5-second penalty. Josh doesn't have a penalty, but Tiempo, Josh, they're still in this race, because it looked like they were out of the race. They qualified outside of the top 1.
And James Biscuit gets a 3-second time penalty. Okay, this is a very crucial lap now. If Nighthawk decides to pit, then James will as well. But if he does not pit, then I don't think he will at all. Will he go into the pit?
He goes past the pits. We're gonna see James Biscuit now. Then let's see what his time is. Let's see how much lower down he is.
And James has pitted. James has pitted. So now,
how much time has Nighthawk lost? DRS disabled. He's lost 8 seconds on that lap alone on his dry laps. So obviously everybody is now starting to gain a lot more on him.
Yes, Top to Jesui only 6 seconds behind. I think that Nighthawk will come out in P2. I think, cause I just don't think he'll lose that much time. There's 3 laps left now. Lap 23, 4, 5, 6.
It looks like it's only getting wetter. This has been a dramatic end to such a race. Ruben, he's sliding around. He's 6 seconds behind. If he does manage to stick this, it's 21 seconds until the person ahead. Could this be a Williams 1-2 in Tier 1 and Tier 2? Nordstrand on the podium. I said if he gets on the podium, he's guaranteed a drive of the day. He started P12. He's on the podium right now. Can he hold the podium?
Spin!
And he went for the risky strategy and it's not paid off. He's gone round.
No, Nighthawk, no. What are you doing? Nighthawk? What are you doing?
It looked like an easy win for him. The conditions are just getting worse and worse, and I think he's just thrown away what would have been an easy win. And I think Josh is going to take P2 most likely, because he's going to have to pit. No, he's just got no grip out there.
Yes, I think he needs to pit now. There's nothing he can do. You can see how much time he's losing on those.
Skip is only 35 seconds ahead of him. I don't think he's going to actually drop any lower than he would have, but He's
Oh,
lost a
yeah, I
lot
don't
of
think
time.
so. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why he tried to stick with Shields. He was never
Ah,
staying more than 3
yeah.
laps.
Yep. I don't know what he was thinking. You know,
And
this
it
he was
looked like
only
an
go.
easy win.
Yep.
He's gonna pit
Yep.
now.
He was only gonna. He was either gonna be a genius or he was gonna fuck it all up. And guess what? He fucked it all up. So this is very unlucky for Nighthawk.
That's really unlucky for him.
Yeah, but I think he will still be in front of Skip Buddy. So guess
Josh
that's a
comes
gain.
on. He's in P2. He's gone position change. He's gained 10 positions this race. He may have got lucky with conditions. He may have got his strategy perfect. I'm not sure if he knew there was going to be rain later. I'm not sure if anyone knew that, but
Yeah.
it's been an insane
You know what?
strategy from him.
I really think that Nighthawk
Jambo's out.
Yep, I think
he
Nighthawk
retires.
has
Yep.
I think Nighthawk has really let his team down today, you know. I feel like he really
And
threw
he's
away
below Skip Butties.
yep,
Skip Butties is past
yep.
Nighthawk.
I think he really threw away an easy one too there.
He's down to
yep.
P9. He's down to P10. I think he's going to go down P11.
Yeah, I think he's really disappointed in his team today because man, he threw away that one too.
It looked like
yeah.
it was going to be potentially easy 1-2 if he just pitted. It looked like it was going to be an easy win for him at some point, but he's not going to get the win. He's going to probably get P10, maybe P11. He tried to keep it out. He didn't need to keep it out. He didn't need to do anything spectacular just to get a decent finish. We had rain in qualifying. We're finishing the race in rain, and I think Ruben's going to take a dominant P1.
You know, this is such a dramatic race, I must say. It's crazy, all of the things that have happened, man.
I mean, we thought that Josh was going to be unlucky for starting outside the top 10, but actually, if Mark didn't block Josh, he would have been on the softs, and he wouldn't be in P2 right now. So, although he's still going to get a penalty, Mark has just almost given Josh this podium. Because he would have been on the softs, he would have pitted everyone else, he would have been down there P7, P6.
Yep, this is a crazy race, man. Like every single driver has like surprised us so much. You know, Norge fan, the guy. You know, we didn't think he would even be top 5 today. I mean, I didn't. I thought maybe he would get some lucky points, but
this
now
is going to be
P2.
so good for them. With Skip Butties putting that in P7, that's going to be 3 or 4 points. Nighthawk going to get barely 1 point. Might just be able to keep it, but Toxic Jesus, Notch fan, James Biscuit, they're just gonna keep on closing. And if there is going to be any crucial moments for this championship, I think this is going to be one of them.
Yep, definitely. I just think that Skip Buddies and Nighthawk really threw away that win or podium. You know, both drivers, they just threw it away absolutely. My driver of the day today will definitely be Norge fan. Such an amazing race for the guy, you know. I mean, I personally, when the race started, I thought this guy won't get top 5. I thought maybe if he's really lucky, he'll get points, but he's done very well today to get that podium.
What a joke! He's home hero, so I would say he's P2 after starting P12 in his home country.
Yep.
Britain is such a good track for him. He won last year. He's going to get P2 here, and his old teammate. So these two have only been the top 2 in Britain here in GWF Tier 1. No one else has ever got top 2 apart from these two.
Yes, I think that I really think that Norge. Sorry for breaking it. You can finish it. Oh, my bad.
No, it's fine.
All right, but I think that Norge fan, you know, today he's really been a home hero. I don't think there's anyone in contention for that driver of the day. Maybe Denny, maybe Tiempo, but this guy has had such an amazing drive today, and I think he very much deserves that driver of the day. And I'll be voting for him 100%. Definitely. As XY Gamer gets another 3-second penalty. Let's look at the penalties here. We can see XY Gamer is in 9 second, and most drivers have a 3-second now, except for Norge fan. Norge fan is so consistent as well, man. He never gets penalties. So amazing, so amazing.
And I'm actually just thinking, Tiempo is going to get the podium because he's within 3 seconds. Oh, is he spun? Has Tiempo gone out?
Ooh, no, he's just been overtaken. Yep.
He's got James Biscuit's got a 3 second, but Toxic Jesus, we didn't think he was going to win. He was on the medium strategy. He's got a 5 second time penalty, but it's not going to matter in the end because He's going to come through this last chicane. It's not going to be Nighthawk. It's not going to be Skip Buddies. It's not going to be James Biscuit. But it's going to be Ruben and Williams, who are going to win the British Grand Prix. He got P2 here last time, and he's going to take P1 here. And then
Such a good improvement for him, man. I think Williams are going to be very happy with his performance today. You know, he's had an amazing race. He did everything right. I think Ruben did everything right. He had a good qualifying. He started on the medium tire. He stayed out late as well. Yes, it's because
Josh is still in this championship battle. He might have had some bad races, but he's going to come back and he's going to do all he can to try and win this championship.
And that is that's Red Bull getting a 2-3 here. And Toxic is Sweet in first place, 15 seconds ahead of the rest of the grid. When you see the last couple of drivers now going over the line, and that will be Nighthawk has been overtaken by Owen. Oh
yeah,
no,
he's gonna get it anyway. He's gonna get P9.
Oh yes, he gets P9. There we have it then, guys. We have Toxic G Sweet in first place, Norge-fan in second, Tiempo third, Denny fourth, James fifth, Skip Buddy sixth, XY Gamer seventh, Jamie eighth, Nighthawk ninth after a very unlucky race, and in 10th place we have who was it? Sififa or Owen? Not really sure.
Sififa Owen.
Yep.
What a race that was! It all looked like it was a free win for Nighthawk. It looked like he was going to come back from some bad races. It looked like he was going to get a good result for once, but he's not going to get it, and he's going to get the P9 that, unfortunately, he tried the alternate strategy. He tried insane strategy, and it didn't pay off. But these two, they've never not got top 2 in Britain, and that's not going to stop because Notchfan and Toxic Jesus is going to take the front 2. But they're not teammates this time, but they're still going to share the podium. What a race.
And here we have it. Here is the grid. Nighthawk gets the fastest lap of the race. On the podium we have Toxic J Sweet, Norge-fan and Tiempo, 2 British drivers and 1 Dutch driver. Very exciting race today. I'm very very glad having gotten the opportunity to commentate today because it was very exciting and very fun. We're gonna see down the grid we have Skip Buddies, James Biscuit and Nighthawk all having such bad races. If they just nailed those strategies, they could have.
It's gonna be a Red Bull 2 and 3. It's a great race for them, obviously. Yep. So we've got a Dutch driver in first, which is gonna upset the British fans here, but the rest of the podium is gonna be British and. Oh yeah, almost all the drivers on the grid here are British, apart from a few.
Yep. Okay, there we have it then, guys. That is all for today. I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you for being in here. For all the people having watched the stream all this time. Anything you want to say, Tobytron?
Great race. It's so unlucky for Nighthawk. James Biscuit. James Biscuit still managed to stay in 5th, which. It's a good drive for him. Skip Buddy managed to take 6th, but I think look at that Tiempo P11 to P3, Denny P13 to P4, and Nordstrand P12 to P2.
Yeah, there we have it, guys. Goodbye. See you next